Let me introduce one of the leaders of the movement to take back the state senate in the state senate Deputy Minority Leader Eric Schneiderman. Eric.
Thank you, David, and thanks for all your good work on this. I am a member of the used-to-be Young Democrats caucus, but I am happy to see a lot of friends here, and I've had a relationship with most of these groups for some time. A lot of people coming into the process actively in the course of the 2004 campaign, and I'm very, very pleased with the work we've done together. So thanks to everyone for being here, and thank you for hearing a message that it sometimes is hard for us to get out, even in the Democratic Party, which is that we need to have an activist, progressive, democratic movement to take the state back from the Republicans and to take the country back from the Republicans. That the strategy of trying to be as close as you can to the other side without actually registering as an R, it's just not working. It's not working nationally. People want to know what you stand for. And so when I got to Albany 7 years ago, I got up there, and Senator Tom Duane, whose district this is, also joined me that year. We both went up, and we saw the Senate was a place where people sat around. Bills would pass the Democratic Assembly year after year and die in the Senate. Bills that most everyone agreed on. And we got there and we started to do something very radical. We started to go into Republican districts and campaign for the legislation we wanted. And in our first term, we passed the hate crimes bill. 11 years it had died in the Senate, the first bill ever acknowledging the existence of gay people in the state of New York. That first year, I'm sounding like Elliot Spitzer, our first day, no, but we actually did this. We passed the first pro-choice bill in 20 years, the clinic access bill. And we did it very simply by going at the Republicans, by telling their voters what they were doing, and it worked. We passed gun control laws, environmental laws. Since then, we've raised the minimum wage, got them to ban smoking, got them to make the tax code more progressive. We've passed a bill to authorize the unionization of home care workers this year. Whatever's left of the right-wing agenda that was in the Senate and it dominated the Senate before we got there, I don't know. But we're going to continue with what worked. We're going to take it to them. We're going to support aggressive, progressive candidates to be in their districts, talking to their voters. We will pass the legislation we need, and ultimately we will take over. We will take over before the next redistricting, and then, I don't even need a computer. All I need is a pen, and and we will be able to pick up 3 or 4 House seats for the Democrats as well. So this is a great cause, and I thank you all for having the wisdom and the foresight to be here with us. Now, this is a working meeting. We are locking the door and turning back on the grill soon until everyone is signed up. It works for us, believe me. But this is a working meeting. This is about helping a specific candidate. If there's one person who's the emblem of the struggle we are in, the emblem of the Republicans being willing to do anything to stop us and to steal elections, and the emblem of being able to pass progressive bills by challenging them, it's Andrea Stewart-Cousins. Andrea Stewart-Cousins has a better record on big bills as a candidate than most senators do as senators. There is no way Nick Spano and the Republicans would have raised the minimum wage if she had not scared them into our arms. There is no way the Senate would have passed a bill for emergency contraception if she had not scared them off of the far right wing into our arms. So Andrea Stewart-Cousins has shown as a candidate she can do it. She takes it to them. She is the aggressive progressive model. We will elect her this year with your help. We are here to get everyone to sign up to help out in this race. It's just in Yonkers. Now, if you like traveling, you want to go a little bit further, we also have Brian Keeler here running against Steve Salan. Brian, wave to the people. And his brilliant campaign manager, who's waving now, Brian is running against Steve Salan, the head of the RICO enterprise that denies New York City schools their fair share of state funding. The Republican chair of the Education Committee. So, we will, and again, if the pattern is true, Steve should start throwing money at our schools, in about a month or so if Brian keeps torturing him. So, Brian, a little further up the river, but tonight we want to hear from the woman who won 4 years ago, and if they had opened all the ballots, I have no doubt she'd be a senator. 3 years ago. 2 years ago, excuse me. Seems like a long time. The recount seemed like 2 years. 18 votes, and in Nick Spano's big fundraiser this year in Albany, they had an ice sculpture of the number 18. But ladies and gentlemen, that 18 has melted by now. And he got not 18 votes, but 1,700 votes on the Working Families Party line 2 years ago. They have now announced they are not endorsing him. He just lost those votes. So please join me in saying a great Rudy's welcome to our next colleague in the Senate, a wonderful, wonderful woman, a great public official in Yonkers, member of the legislature already, activist in her own right, and someone who you're going to have fun working for this fall, our colleague, my friend, Andrea Stewart-Cousins.